नमो नमः। एकादशी कक्षा संस्कृतम् आह्लादः पाठ्यपुस्तकं द्वितीयमण्डलं पंचमः पाठः अथातो रसजिज्ञासा. In this lesson, the information about flavors is given. We will start the second part. In the first part, the effects and the functions of the flavors is given. In the second paragraph, the good effects, the merits and the demerits of flavors are given. The first flavor was sweet, the second was sour. Now we will start with the paragraph on the right. Lavanaha. The third flavor is salt. लवणः सर्वरस प्रत्यनीकः दीपनः रोचनः पाचनः हरति पवनम् विष्यन्दयति कफं विशोधयति स्रोतांसि. Now the first adjective, sarvarasa pratyamikaha. The salt is a defender of all the flavors. Sarvarasa pratyamikaha. Because the salt defeats all other flavors. If some quantity of salt is more in any of eatable, then we cannot eat because we feel it very salty, and therefore we cannot enjoy the flavor of the eatable. Hence, salt is defender of all the flavors. Deepanaha, salt makes us excited. When we eat something with salt, salty eatable, we find it exciting. Rochanaha, it is tasty. Look at the potato chips. Even if only salt is added to them, they are very tasty. Pachanaha, it is digestive. Because of salt, so many things like fruits, vegetables and other eatables are preserved. Even the meat and the fish are preserved, and it makes the food tasty also. Harati pavanam, it removes gases from the stomach. Vishyandayati kafam, it makes the cough melt, and so it is removed naturally. Vishodhayati srotansi, it cleans the blood vessels, and hence it is useful. So these are the merits of salt. But then, Kshata Visha Madavruddhim Karoti, Shapayati Balam Ojaha Saha Ati Va Sevanena. But by consuming it too much, what happens? It leads to ulcers. Kshata. It may lead to poisoning. Visha. So, because if it is very salty, vomiting feeling is there, or vomiting is there, and therefore it is poisoning. Madavruddhim karoti, it increases the arrogance, or mother also means unconsciousness. Here we also remember that if we eat too much of salt or salty eatables, then blood pressure also rises. Blood pressure is high. Next, Kshapayati Balam Ojaha. It reduces the strength and vigor if it is consumed too much. Otherwise, salt is useful for minerals. We find that when there are loose motions, there is weakness. But then ORS, that is water mixed with some quantity of salt and some sugar, the water helps the body to get strength and to get the minerals again. Next, tiktaha, the bitter. Swayam arochishnuh aruchi visha kanduharaha medhyaha cha. The bitter is itself not tasty. Swayam arochishnuh. It has flavor, but then it is not tasty. You can't enjoy it, however. Some people like it, but then not all. Aruchi haraha, that is, it removes nausea. Next, vishaharaha, it removes poisoning, because if food poisoning is there or otherwise any type of poison is by mistake, if the poison goes to stomach, then vomiting should be done, and salt helps us for vomiting, and by that poisoning is removed. Next, kanduharaha, it removes itching, and so these are the merits. But then khara vishada rauksha bhavaihi saha atisamasevitaha मूर्छा ग्लानि भ्रम वातरोगान परुषत्वम च कुर्यात्. One more thing was there, I left it. Medhyaha cha, this is again a merit. Medhyaha cha means it also improves the intellect. It is helpful for our intellect. Now the demerits. By its qualities, that if it is consumed too much, it leads to unconsciousness, murcha, faintness, glani, brahma, delusions, vata rogan. It is musculoskeletal disorder, vata roga. In Ayurveda, there are kapha, vata, and pitta. These three are present in our body, and because of their disorder, we find we are in trouble. Parushatvam, roughness. There is also roughness because of too much of consuming it. Next, katukaha, the acrid. Staulya, krumi, vapraroga, kandu prashamanaha, shoshayati annam, sputayati indriyani, binatti shonita sanghatam. Now, the katukaha. Katukaha is hot or acrid. Katukaha, the acrid. It removes thaulya. Thaulya prashamanaha. It removes fatness. Krumi prashamanaha. It also removes worms. Vaktra roga prashamanaha. It also removes the mouth diseases. Kandu prashamanaha. It also removes itching. Shoshayati annam. It makes the food get absorbed in our body. So it is useful. Sputayati indriyani. It sensitizes the sense organs. It makes them active. Bhinati shonita sanghatam. It breaks the blood clot. And so, Katukaha, that is the acrid, is useful for blood circulation. It is also used in mouth and skin diseases or itching. It also removes fatness and worms. And so it is useful. These are the merits of Katukaha. But then, demerits. Kurute ati nishevitaha saha trishna mad murcha vami moha dehasadan. If it is consumed too much, then it leads to thirst. Trishna, because it is hot, it is acrid, we feel thirsty. And if we drink too much of water, our stomach is full. And then stomachache. Next, mother, unconsciousness. It leads to unconsciousness. Murcha, unconsciousness. Mother, arrogance, because the person who eats acrid too much is very angry, and therefore it increases mother. Sometimes unconsciousness, murcha, vami, vomiting sensation, moha, faintness, and dehasadan, it leads to weakness, thinness. These are the demerits of acrid. Next, kashayaha. Kashayaha, the astringent. Kashayo balasam sapittam saraktam nihanti ashu atirukshaha. अत्यभ्यासात सहापि तृष्णा आत्मान पक्षाघातादीन plus च कुर्यात्. The astringent destroys nihanti ashu quickly, immediately. Ashu quickly, immediately. Nihanti, it removes, it destroys. Balasam, the mucus. Also, it removes pitta, acidity. It also removes bleeding, saraktam. Now, these are the merits. But then, atirukshaha, it is very dry. And therefore, if it is consumed too much, it creates trishna, thirst. It may create admana, dropsy or distension. And it may lead to pakshaghata, that is paralysis. So we should not eat too much of astringent because it can paralyze the tongue, the throat, and other organs. It leads to thirst. It may also lead to swelling of throat, and so we should not eat too much of astringent. But the merits are that it gives us good health. It also gives us good, it destroys acidity, yes. It also controls acidity, and therefore it is useful. Now from this lesson, we can learn that the flavors are useful for our health. They should be consumed in a proper quantity. We should not eat too much of any flavor because we like it. We should enjoy them, but we should enjoy them for our good health.